Welcome back to NBA Cinema. So we have to talk about these reactions coming in from around the league, including Luka Doncic's best friend in the NBA, Nikola Jokic. He spoke about it. Lakers legend James Worthy. He spoke about Luka and also how LeBron will impact him, which is something I kind of want to get into as well. But also you have Anthony Edwards, who was torched by Luka Doncic and the Mavs in the Western Conference Finals last season. And you have Steven Jackson. He doesn't necessarily believe LeBron when he says he didn't know anything about the trade. Now we're going to get into that, but first we're going to talk about Bron. And Bron, you know, from Brian Windhorst, what he said was the information he's gotten back, from the organization is that he feels like the Lakers have done right by him during his tenure. And so LeBron is going to take on that mentorship role on the way out the door for Luka Doncic to groom him to be the face of the franchise. So that's going to include the discipline as far as what to eat, what to put into your body, the amount of rest you need, a lot of things that Luka seems to be lacking in. Definitely not his talent, definitely not his ability to score the basketball, but really his approach to the game, how he should be eating and doing things at the age of 25. So if Brian does that, I think that's going to be amazing, and that would be a great way for him to exit the franchise. You bring in my son for me, I do this for you. We part amicably, and I think that would be dope. I think that would be dope. We're gonna get into what Steven Jackson said first, and we're gonna get reactions from around the league. Let's peep.
Jack, what are your thoughts? I mean, you and I both agree. Like, this was too big not to know, but hey, maybe he didn't. If this is a sign where they didn't tell him and they feel like they don't have to check in, what are your thoughts on that?
I told you, I'm first team all common sense. So there's no way that it can come out that after that Rob Pelinka called after Davis agent, then AD, then after the trade was made, they called Braun. It don't work like that, bro. If you have even in your mind to call Braun and talk to him about it afterwards, you called and talked to him about it before it happened. Come on, man, that's just common sense. Anybody you have the respect for, anybody that has the position on the team, where the owner or the coach, whoever is involved with making the trades, is calling them and asking their opinion before. I mean, after. Of course, they called you before. They called you on the phone with AD just so make sure everybody good. That's all that was. But they definitely talked to LeBron before.
Why do you think he's denying the shit that like they didn't? Why would he even deny it?
Braun know what's going on all across the league, bro.
I was
Let
about to
alone
say,
with the
fuck
Lakers.
just the Lakers.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think he probably had to deny it because AD is probably salty.
Oh well, I mean,
Business is business.
But I mean, it's easy for us to say that, but we've been in positions where shit we had to up and go. You know what I mean? And for him, I'm sure he definitely didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I think to save a little bit of face, maybe Braun acted like, hey, maybe again, we don't know. Maybe Braun really didn't know, which would be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe he really didn't. But if he did know, I mean, to say he didn't know is probably to save face with AD because that was his guy.
Yeah, so that's crazy. At 25, they traded probably the best scorer in the NBA at 25. And he didn't know about it. So it's a lot more digging somebody got to do to find out why he got traded. Because you don't just trade him at 25. He just went to the finals, you know what I'm saying? So I feel bad for Luka, man, because I saw some on YouTube that said he just bought a crib and everything in Dallas. So that sucks, man. That sucks.
Does it inform you at 23?
Everybody get informed.
I was gonna say
I'm scared.
How you see the league?
Yeah, I'm scared. Tim, hey, if you gonna trade me, let me know, dog. When Luka got traded, anybody is able to get traded at that point.
He could be the best in the NBA if he wants, and you're talking about a lot of talent. You're talking about Wemby, and you're talking about a lot of guys to choose from, but LeBron's going to take him in the gym. He's going in the gym, and he's going to look at that diet, and, maybe even, his nightlife. I don't know. But Luka is going to adapt to what's going on in that locker room. At 25, man, I was drinking a 6-pack of beer a week and, chilling at 25. I didn't get it till I was like 28, 29. He's young. And, so hopefully coming to L.A. will change some of his strategies. Also, I mean, it is Los Angeles, too, It's not Dallas. It has some pitfalls if you don't watch yourself. But I think Luka understands where he is right now in his career. And this is like, I mean, I haven't seen a trade like this since, Kareem going back to L.A. or Moses going to Philly. I mean, there's been some big trades, but this one is big.
I didn't. I texted him. He felt it. I mean, of course, I think he didn't expect it. Of course, it's. I think he just needs to be with his family right now. It's a big move. It's a business. I don't know. I think nobody expected, especially not him. I think nobody's safe in the league. It seems like, but I think he's gonna do a good job. I think he's the player for the big scene. Even though I thought in Dallas he had something special going. It's definitely one of the biggest trades probably I'm not going to say in history, but let's say last 5, 10, 15 years, I don't know. But it seems like nobody's safe, and probably should be that way,
When you look at unexpected deals across the league, this has to rank amongst the very top. When you're just talking about a deal that you don't expect, somebody in their mid-20s, a player that just led his team to the NBA Finals, not a season in between, not 2 seasons in between, the following season, your young superstar who you started to build this franchise around, right? Ain't that dynamic interesting that this is the guy that we said we're going to build the team around? We're trading him, not a complimentary star. This is like Golden State trading Steph. Like when before they won the championship, but when they were having some success, it's like, okay, you grab them pieces and you trade Steph. Like you continue to build through the draft, you acquire pieces, but you trade Steph. That's how people's looking at it. Like, because this is the guy that we grab, we grow up, we watch grow up right in front of our eyes. And so now Luka is out the door again. There's been things about his nutrition when he hired those outside people, his trainers and everything, when they were fired from the Mavs. That caused a big rift from the organization and Luka Doncic. And then when they changed, owners, that opened up the door for him to be traded. And if you look at Nico and Rob Pelinka, those ties are well documented. Look at how both of them tie into Kobe Bryant. You know what I'm saying? Also look at AD, why he appears to be so happy to be there, and him and Nico's past they already have together. See, they knew AD was going to be happy there because Nico. I want y'all to go do y'all homework on that. Because they have a pre-existing relationship. And so, looking at this, man, some of those stars are saying nobody's safe around the league, and I like that. That needs to be a thing. That's one of the steps in bringing back the competitive edge. I feel like you shouldn't feel safe if you're not performing at a high level. And Luka was performing. Don't get me wrong. They just feel like he injured and he don't take his body serious. But I think Bron's gonna get him right, guys. Also, like I said, if Dallas don't win a title, it's not going to be very well received by the fan base. This trade is already not well received. I'm still not sure if some people would like this trade, even if they won just one title out of this group. But, a title eases things because most of the time, most of the players that come through the league ain't going to get you a title. Most superstars ain't going to get you a title. So, now look at it from that standpoint. I think the Mavs get better immediately. Question I have is Kyrie gets hurt a lot too, and AD gets hurt a lot too. So both of those players spend substantial amounts of time on the sideline. That would be my only concern. But I think, they're definitely ready to compete. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time. Peace.